free in-home care for seniors. Tell listeners about that.
So, Tom, that is like the trend that is growing the most right now. And most people don't know about it. And first we'll say, you can't wait to be on fire to get this program. Like I'll have somebody in rehab saying, oh, they want home health care as soon as they come out. It really doesn't work that way. So you kind of have to be mindful of somebody's health, right? And because it's a wait list. The state of Florida gets a ton of money from the federal government to apply for nursing homes. State of Florida asked the federal government, can we use that for something else? Sure, home health care, it's less expensive, so it stretches the dollar, but you don't get it right away. It's based on need, Tom. So you have to get an interview, and right now in Central Florida, that interview is 2 months out.
Oh, boy.
And so that's what I said, you can't be an immediate need. And then once you're interviewed, you must score a 5. And we're very fortunate here at the Olsen Law Group. We have Lindsay Lamberty, who used to work as the team lead over there and at the group that does the interviewing, and she does mock interviews and helps people to be able to get a better score, because the 5 is the key. So think of it, once you get that 5, you get like the fast pass at Disney. It gets you to the front of the line, most need. Then you have to wait a month for the government to fund it. And then when it's funded, in the Medicaid world, they'll say they're calling you off the list, and that means you're allowed to apply for Medicaid at that time. But I like to say it's like the Price is Right. Come on down and apply for Medicaid. But at that point, Tom, you have to be ready to roll. You have to have your assets, the mechanisms for assets. The personal service contract has to be in place. The spousal refusal has to be in place. If somebody's over income, the QIT has to be in place. Because at that point, they want to get a Medicaid application in as quick as possible.
So, Robert, we're talking about free in-home care for seniors that the government will supply somebody to come into your home for up to 30 hours per week to do light housekeeping, light cooking, helping with bathing, cleaning, those kinds of things. And that's very interesting to a lot of people.
It is, but here's the key. When you're in a skilled nursing facility, once you apply for Medicaid, you're automatically receiving the benefits. With the waiver, you have to be approved. So the quicker an application gets in, the quicker you get approved, the quicker you start getting home health care. And like you said, Tom, light cooking, light cleaning, bathing, dressing, assistance with medicine, taking to the doctors, and it is designed to keep somebody home longer and not having to go to a skilled nursing facility. And more importantly, it's designed to give a caregiver who's already there a break. Because, the caregiver is one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Yeah, so to me, it sounds like at a minimum, it's a 4-month process from start to beginning to get that free in-home care for seniors.
Yeah, right now you'd be lucky if you got January.
So you got to really be thinking out 4 to 6 months ahead of time.
You do.
Yeah. So do you have people that come to you and say, look, I'm still in pretty good health, but, I can tell things are declining or things are declining for my mom and dad. Let's think out 6 months from now. Let's start the process now.
I do. And I'll tell you why we do that. I like to think of it as the last stage of pre-planning. And I know our growing trend here is pre-planning. So once you get called off of that wait list, Tom, let's say you get the 5, but you really don't need the help right now. You can wait. You still have another 6 months to make that application. So you have time if you don't have the immediate need. So it's the perfect tool for pre-planning, because they call you off the list, boom, you can get help now. Or they call you off the list and you're like, no, I'm doing okay. But then maybe in that time frame, a medical event happened, and then all of a sudden, okay, we got to get that application in so we can get help.
So we know that people can wait too long to apply for this free in-home care for seniors. But if they apply too early, there's really no real downside to that.
No, not at all. It's good to be in the queue, so to speak.
Well, by the way, folks, we have a free booklet on in-home care for seniors. If you want to get that free booklet, you can call the Olsen Law Group anytime, 407-423-5561. We'll get that free booklet on free in-home care for seniors in the mail to you. By the way, when we mail out booklets now, they come with 2 free sweet treats. And if you want to talk to a lawyer off the air, attorney Chris Merrill is standing by to talk to you right now at 407-423-5561. Robert, I know you talk about free in-home care for seniors at your workshops. You've got a workshop coming up here, I believe, right?
We do. We've got one coming up this coming Thursday at